Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearthstone. So, I've been fiddling about with some different decks and I've been going up and down rank 10, 11 and back down to rank 11. So, I've been messing with this druid deck, I'll show you. It's a ramp druid deck. And also, before I go into it, some of you have asked if I can kind of go into it in more technical terms or at least explain what these technical terms mean. So, ramp druid. Essentially with a ramp druid, what you're doing is you're using your innervates and wild growths to end up with more mana than your opponent, so you can play your bigger things like your Ancient of Wars, your Ancient of Lores, maybe even something like Sludge Belchers early on in the game rather than later on in the game. So you're playing kind of late game stuff in the mid game, so you want to kind of ramp up quickly with your innervates and wild growths. It's a fairly tried and tested method, although I'm not particularly great at it. We've still got our Pally, Control Warrior and Medical deck. I'm going to start with Paladin and then we'll maybe do some Druid and see how it goes. So we'll try some Paladin. It's been all over the place today. Okay, so by it's all over the place, what I mean is there's been a lot of different things. We've got Rogue, we've got this, we've got that. It's just all over the shop. Not many hunters today though, which is quite nice. So what do I want to mulligan? There's no point in keeping anything that costs 5. I might throw you back as well. I don't need the healing early on. I'll keep you though. Acolyte of Pain, you'll stay for early game stuff. Hopefully draw me a few cards, draw me into something playable. That's good, that's good. In fact, this is perfect. Excellent. So we've got a 2, 3, 4, or even 2, 3, 4. Depends what's going on. I might actually keep the Pyro. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, and then we'll see what happens. So, what kind of rogue do we have today? An AFK rogue, which means that they're not here to play their cards. I don't actually know. Until they play the first card, I can't tell. Whatever they do here, they've either got a very difficult choice ahead of them, or they're just going to pass the turn. Pass the turn. Okay, very good. I will do nothing and I'll pass the turn back and I will say hello.
Well met.
Okay. So, when you're playing against Rogue and they use the dagger, then they use the charge or one part of their durability on the dagger, what we can assume is they don't actually have a turn 3 play. What they're going to do is re-dagger on turn 3 because they don't have anything else to play. Otherwise they would have kept this, probably. That's usually the case. It's not always the case, but it can sometimes be. What I'm going to do is I'm going to coin out the Acolyte of Pain. I've got another one in hand for turn 3. The reason I'll do this is if they want, they can hit it, or they can use a Deadly Poison. They may do that. They may re-dagger here and use a Deadly Poison, and that's their turn 3 also. That's another consideration. So we're going to hit me, and then re-dagger again. Interesting. So they don't want me to draw a card, that much is certain. So I'll play the second Acolyte of Pain. And we'll just go to town. Hopefully we'll be able to draw a couple of cards. Next turn we can play Senjin on turn 4. Or use a sword if he plays it something like one of his SI7 agents. The 3 mana, 3/3. That also has the combo of 2 damage coming into play. Which would be pretty good for them because they could play a Deadly Poison at 1 mana. And then the SI7 at 3 mana. And they'd have a nice 4 mana turn, which would technically kill one of these, but it would also draw me at least 3 cards from this arrangement. Do we have... No, there's the Deadly Poison, and he's hitting the face, and he's probably going to Blade Flurry then. Blade Flurry does the dagger, but overall, Sheathe? Okay. It's certainly a Miracle Rogue. I'm not sure they know how to Miracle. I'm not sure. They're playing... It's a very interesting play they're going for. They're hitting my face exclusively because they don't want me to draw cards. I'm going to throw up a taunt. Or do I want to be really aggressive? Turn 5, I'm going to end up playing the sword anyway unless something else better comes along. I'm actually just going to play... Oh, balls. Okay. Did I mess the screen up? Are we fine? Are we okay? I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Hold on, let me just rearrange the screen. We're still on the 1080 pizzle. There we go. Just in case it messes up the recording. I'm going to play the sword. And hit them. With Miracle, it can end up being like a race. I don't want them to get to turn 8 when they can do their fancy Leroy Jenkins 3 times in a row with the Shadow Steps. It takes 8 mana to do that. Did I start with the coin? I did start with the coin. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's fine. So it will be at minimum 8 turn that they can do their 6 mana, their 8 mana, sorry, fucking 18 damage. So there's the Blade Flurry. We'll draw 2 cards. And with 3 mana, you will play SI7 to the face, or just Redagger? Redagger, okay. So turn 5, what do we have? I've got a handful of cards, that's a good thing. It means I've got a handful of minions, actually, that's not particularly great. With 5 mana, it's probably my best bet to play the Shield Master. Okay. See, even in Hearthstone, I click off the screen and start dragging it about like a big idiot. I don't know why I do that. It's habitual. Okay, he's going to go for the miracle. So he's going for a backstab to start. Does he have the prep? The preparation, that's the 0 mana spell that means that your next spell will cost 3 less. He does. No, we're going for it now. And conceal to finish. Unless he's got another prep, which would be kind of scary. Ah, he goes for the conceal. Okay. Now, if we get an equality, I will definitely use it. No, we got a Guardian of Kings. I guess I play Cairn out and do nothing. The reason I do nothing is I keep the 4 damage on the sword, so I can kill this if it's absolutely necessary. I don't really see him taking care of Cairn in 1 turn, but we'll see what happens, we'll see what he does. What do you have for me? That gold auctioneer is wonderful though, all those gold coins flying about. He's a happy fellow. Because he's ripping us all off, that's the problem. What have you got for me? What do you have?
So many options.
Indeed. Can't kill me already, surely not. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Can you kill me already? Fan. It's an interesting play. I don't think it was the correct one, but... So what I'm going to do is kill the auctioneer, hit your face, play the restore 6 health, and then wonder why that was the combo you went for. So they'll have another Shadow Step probably in hand, so they can play... Let's see, Leroy for 6 damage, Shadow... Wait, yeah, Leroy for 6, Shadow Step, another 6, that's 12, plus an Eviscerate, which if they might have, which will be another 4. I'm not dead. Okay, next turn, I'm going to play Rag. I'd play Tyrion, but he's probably got a Sap. Sap will allow him to, for 2 mana, return a minion from the board to my hand. Which with Tyrion wouldn't be good. If I play Rag, at least I'll get 8 damage from it. Potentially on an empty board, so it'll be on his face. In fact, 5, 9. Kinda close to killing him, if that's the case.
My eyes are
okay. Sap on the Cairn. How many cards do you have? 11. Perdition's Blade? Okay. Loatheb is also for consideration. Now, if I want to stop him doing his miracle, Loatheb's probably the right choice here. Do I have any 3 mana? I'm just trying to think of what he could do. So he could... yeah, okay. So he can do a Leroy, but he can't do a Shadow Step with it if I do this. So I'll do this. We'll also play the Peacekeeper out. Reason for the Peacekeeper is so he can't use an Eviscerate on the 5/5s. Hopefully that's enough. I can't really think of... anything that he could do here that could kill me while his spells cost 5 more. Just gonna do it again. No, of course, because it only costs 2. I'm an idiot. I didn't consider that at all. He wins. Wait, what? Does he not have the shadow step? Really? Really? Okay. Well, that's kind of scary, but at the same time, I feel confident that I can just play at Rag here and be okay with things. So play the Rag. Yeah, okay. Is it enough? He's not got Leroy anymore, so that's like one scary part taken away. He's only got 1 Eviscerate left, if memory serves correctly. He shivs for 1 mana. Well, for 1 card rather. Then he gives it the Eviscerate. And then what?
I got the best deals anywhere.
Interesting. Has he got another Blade Flurry? I'm not really sure what you're looking for, my friend. So there was the Shadow Step. Oh well. Are we finished? Can I use the whelp, please? Let me whelp you. Let me whelp you, please.
Too soon.
I'll just assume that this that this person's new to Miracle Rogue. I don't think they played optimally. Then again, I read most of the plays wrong as well. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I've just been lucky on this occasion that they didn't play particularly well. Are you just waiting for me to concede? Because that's not going to happen. Have a whelp to the face. So we get another rogue. Is it going to be another miracle rogue? That is the question. We go first. None of this really helps me. Put it all back. Give it all back to the deck. Who knows? So rogue. I mean, of the rogue decks, it's probably going to be miracle. I can't imagine it would be tempo rogue, maybe, possibly. Tempo rogue is like a deck whereby you play your hand quite quickly, and you want to kind of beat your opponent fast, but at the same time do kind of value trades with your minions, do value trades or use your spells effectively, and just generally kind of win fast and effectively. If that's a kind of decent explanation. It's a very... It requires a lot of skill to play a tempo deck. Tempo deck kind of wants the game to play by how you play, rather than allowing the control deck or the faster deck to play against you, if you know what I mean. It's a difficult thing to kind of quantify. With a tempo deck, you want to be always controlling the game's tempo. You want to always control how fast things are going or how slow things are going. So, depending upon the first thing that's done here, we'll find out what's going on. Nothing played turn 1, so it's probably not a fast, rushy deck. I haven't seen an aggro rogue for a long time.
I hope you like my invention.
Novice Engineer. We've got a Novice Engineer. That means I have no idea what the fuck this is. Novice Engineer, indeed. Well, this will be interesting to say the least. I can't even remember the last time I seen a Novice in Ranked. That's all. Just use our 1-1 guys to do things, to make stuff happen. So what is this deck going to be then? What are we playing against? What do we have? Sheathe? Yeah, okay. So it could be Miracle with those bloody 1/1s thrown in. The Novice Engineers, but I'm not really sure it is. I've got nothing to play. Bit sad, but we'll have to play another 1/1 guy. This is why I've been considering putting in Sword of Justice to the deck. So Sword of Justice is a 3-mana sword, it's a 1/5, and every time you play a minion it gives the minion +1/+1 for the cost of 1 durability on the sword, and I think that would be effective to put in the deck at least for the 1/1 guys if I've got nothing to play early on. Once we hit about 5 mana though, fucking the world is my oyster, I can start doing things. So next turn will have to be Mr. Bloodhoof, probably. Turn 7, might play Guardian of Kings if there's nothing else going on. We'll see, we'll see. I love this golden equality though, that the Fist of Justice. Mana Addict? What? Wait. A concealed Mana Addict. Well, fuck your Mana Addict, I'd say. Indeed. So, I don't know if this is like... what I'd imagine's happening is people are testing different types of Miracle because, of course, Leroy Jenkins... In fact, I never even mentioned, so there's going to be a patch later on this month, probably around about the 22nd, they've said, and it will nerf Leroy Jenkins to 5 mana rather than 4, which means that Miracle Rogue is basically dead. So I imagine what people are doing is they're looking for ways... Okay, they're looking for ways to do Miracle without Leroy, maybe? They're just testing, who knows? And a little bit of Warrior. Well, if it's Control Warrior, we have to play this slow. I'm going to keep you just in case it's not though. Because if it's one of those ones that uses the Frothing Berserker, the minion whenever anything takes damage it starts gaining attack. We've got a lot of shrinkage, a lot of shrinkage indeed. Yeah, I imagine this will be Control Warrior. I can't see it being anything else. Control Warrior really wants to wait till the very, very late game to make stuff happen. So I'll play the game with him. I shall wait. So let's see if he coins out anything at 3 mana. Unstable Ghoul. Well, we might as well try and draw some cardage from this situation. So Unstable Ghoul, it's like Death Rattles deal 1, it's like a kind of Wild Pyro effect, 1 mana to all minions. So if I put him out, he'll probably draw a card, and I had nothing else really to play. Could have played you, but it'd been stupid. I want to keep that for like big minions, so I can kind of combo it with the Kodos, so I can kill like big things like Alexstrasza.
What now?
Interesting. Well, I think we do this. That's kind of a given. And do I sword? Sword or minion? I'll sword. Just to clear his end of the board. So we've got a little bit of combo action here with the Humility or Aldor and the Stampeding Kodo. I really like that one for clearance because it gives you a minion as well for the cost of 6 mana. So coin and... that's fine. So it's 100% very heavy control. I've not seen Harrison Jones a lot. I thought he was going out of fashion. Harrison Jones will destroy your weapon and you draw a card for every one of its durability. Really good against the Shaman's bloody, what's it called, Doomhammer, which has like, what, 10 durability or 8 durability or something stupid like that. What do I want to do here? I'm tempted to just Humility and Sword again.
For justice.
I might be playing my stuff too fast, but I can't really face taking 5 damage to my face. That would be a bit kind of guff. So what have you got for me? thinking about shielding up, armor up.
Let the pain
So Acolyte and... perfect time to play the Kodo, I think. We've got perfect board clearance with Consecration, Wild Pyro and Equality, so I don't really want to... You know, I can use the Kodo and it doesn't actually matter with that combo because I've got excellent board clearance with that. I'll just pass the turn, save the sword for something bigger. So far, so good. Denying the card draw is probably the most important part. Although...
back to work.
to execute that, I'll be very... oh my god, okay. Okay, right, if you hit me in the face, I know exactly what's going on here. Okay, good, you didn't hit me in the face. That's fine. You're not completely and utterly hopeless. I play the taunt. And a 1-1 guy. Do I save the sword? Nah, I kill this guy. The reason I kill this guy is that it's 5 damage that can take care of this. I'd rather he wasn't able to do so. I'd rather he had to use something like a shield slam. Now my hand looks very, very poor. I have a bad hand. Armor. And Whirlwind. You gain 1 armor from that situation, so that's not great for you. Wow, the second execute. Questionable play, questionable. Dubious, because now I can do something like that. So using the executes on 2 minions that really, I mean, you save executes for stuff like Ragnaros. Or even for Cairn or for Sylvanas or something that's not... Okay. This is perfect. Now, I want it to hit my face. I want it to hit my face. Hit face, hit face, hit face. Excellent. There's a reason for that, which will come up momentarily. So I'm gonna pop you in the face like that. Then, we throw down the Pyro. Then, we use the Equality. That means that I get to keep a 4-5 on the board. Play a little 1-1. Sunday lunch may continue. So that's one of his big threats gone. I did lose quite a lot of health in that process, but the more you play this game, the more you'll realise that your health total isn't actually that important. So he's going to use a charge on the 1-1. Anything above 15 health is okay. So I will allow him to draw a card here. But I'm going to play... oh, perfect. That's actually probably more important for me at the moment. Yeah, we'll draw the cards and play a 1-1 guy.
Job's done.
That gives me a huge advantage. I mean, if you look at the hand comparison, I've got a lot of shit. He ain't got much. We'll see what happens. The one thing to know when you're playing against a control warrior is that they will, or they should, like, the control warrior inherently wants to play in the very late game. By the card choice, it just wants to be late game. And if I can control and keep the late game going myself, then I'll be absolutely fine. He's going to use it on the 1-1 again. He uses it on the 4-1. Okay, do you have anything to deal with that? No, you don't. Okay, that's cool. Not really sure why I took the extra 4 damage to the face. It's interesting. Now what I do here? What do I do here? It's an interesting question, Tom. My gut tells me I should play Ragnaros and hit Ysera, and hope Rag hits Ysera. I think that's the only thing that I think that's actually my best play. There's nothing else here that I can really do. I mean, I could play you, but that's... see, the longer Ysera stays out, the worse, because the Ysera dream cards are very, very annoying. Come on, Rag. Hit the face. I mean, hit the Ysera. Please. Ysera, please. Come on now. Rubbing the Ysera. Give it the Ysera. Go on now. Not the face! Not the face, the Ysera. So basically, Ysera dream cards There's one that can return a minion to its owner's hand, and that's why I don't want to play terrain in case it's the return one. Hits the face. Goes for the brawl. So who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Give me the rag, please. Oh! Hello, nurse!
I am sorry.
Sorry.
Well played. Tazdingo!
Okay. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So what do we play? Probably he's not gonna have many in the. He's got another one of these shield masters, but I kind of want to just go to his face. We'll do one of those. With the 4 remaining mana, I'll play you just to give me the extra health. And now Mr. Warrior has a scary situation because he used his 2 executes in the very early game. That's why you keep your executes against the bigger stuff. So we got an Emerald Drake from his Ysera. He's got an Unstable Ghoul. What do I do to... Do I win? 4. Wait, hold on. I can do 3. I can do 6. I think I win. Yeah, I win. Okay.
We hunger for vengeance.
So that's 5 damage from that.
I'm invincible.
Okay. Not bad. A couple of games. Do we get a little bonus? Win streak bonus. Let's do one more. We'll do this a little longer than the last time. We'll do one more Pally, and we'll see if we can get up to rank 10. So a little Warlock. What do we have?
Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
If it's Zoo, this is a good hand. So I'll keep it. And that'll hopefully terrify him as well. So, really what we'll be doing here is turn 2 and 3, making a guy. Turn 4, if he's played a lot of shit, Wild Pyro Inequality. That Golden Equality, I'll tell you, it's the fanciest thing I've got. Coin and double Flame Imp, I'm calling it. Nope, knife. Okay, that's fine. Mr. Juggler. I just need to survive till turn 4, which isn't like the worst thing that could happen, but let's see. So he's probably got 2 1-mana creatures that he's thinking of playing here, so he can get double daggers. There's one. And there's the next one. Of course it is. Indeed. Right. Do I play the Aldor Peacekeeper? Probably yes. That at least will stem the flow of just pain. I'm wondering whether I should Consecration next turn.
Put this apple on your head.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Oh, perfect. Perfecto! You've made me a very happy man. So, we clear the board and we start from scratch.
Do you like to play with fire?
Perfect to keep those 2 in the hand, because then that resets Mr. Warlock's whole attempt. With no board, Zoo is nothing. Zoo completely like pivots on the whole idea of having stuff on the board. So he's got the 0-2. The concern here, in fact, this is perfect. The reason that this is perfect is that if he plays the Power Overwhelming, which will make this a 4-6, he won't be able to go through the taunt, thus rendering the Power Overwhelming completely useless.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Unless he plays it now. No, he doesn't. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I think the idea here is a Consecration, then hit this, and then play a 1-1. Give. Give Zoo nothing. Give it nothing. Give them nothing. He'll be frustrated. That's the good thing. He'll be very frustrated at the fact that he's not able to keep anything out. And what's going to really frustrate him? What's really going to piss him off? Is the okay. This is when he's going to feel very, very sad. I think I had the perfect hand to deal with this. So he's going to be searching for answers. So he's going to Hellfire. So I think this is more like Trump's Zoo deck, because they don't typically play Hellfire. Do they usually taunt? They can taunt sometimes. What do I want to play here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's out-zoo the zoo. Let's just play lots of minions. What my hope here is that he gets like a the Defender of Argus, so we can taunt, and then I can play the Black Knight and actually use its battle cry to destroy an enemy minion with taunt. That would be good. Now I'm running short of cards, so hopefully this little bugger here will draw me a couple. We'll see. It remains to be seen. Remains to be seen.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
No taunt. I think the best thing to do here. Yeah, okay. Clear his board again. Play a low feb. Now I have no more board clearance, but hopefully that means that because I've got minions out, he won't have much of a thing to do. He plays a Doomguard. He'll go to my face. No, he doesn't? Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. It's quite scary though. That's actually not too bad. I should draw a card first, just in case. BGH doesn't really do much for me. Question is, do I play the Black Knight? I will. If he taunts here, then that's sad, but I need a minion out on the board. That's the trouble with Zoo. Like, it's very hard to keep going with them toe to toe. The good thing is I've got a bit of healing here that can be very useful. Okay. Ow. Okay. Now we're talking. Lay on hands seems like a great idea. We'll kill you first. That really puts me back in the game. The Sludge Belcher will be useful. Humility is not really good at this point, but with the amount of cards and health I have, I feel okay. He's used both his Doomguards. They're like the big kind of finisher type dealios. He's down to 10. He's still going to face with a Soulfire also. Okay.
I'm invincible. For justice.
We'll do that, and Sludge Belcher, and he probably can't deal with this. I'll keep the Humility just in case. Okay, and more taunt. Nope. Okay. A very satisfying run of games, I have to say. So that'll take us up to rank 10. We're now on the 5-star bad boys. Very good.